It's music time in Africa.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Music Time in Africa. Today, joining us in Studio 4 is an African local artist, drummer, composer, and vocalist from Nigeria, Tosin. Hi, Tosin. How are you?
Hi, Heather. I'm doing fine.
Welcome.
Well, yeah, thank you for having us.
Yeah, my pleasure.
Cool.
So, you're from Nigeria originally.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
How long have you lived in the Washington area?
I've lived here for almost 13 years.
13 years.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you feel now like you're half and half, or?
Somewhat so, because if you've lived in a particular place or location for over 10 years, then there's no doubt that, you've imbibed and adapt to a lot of the things happening in that environment.
Right, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Did you come to the U.S. when you first came here specifically for music?
Yes. Music
Yeah.
has always taken me to wherever I find myself around the world. So it has always been music that takes me on a journey to everywhere. So the bottom line is music.
Yeah, I hear you. Do you miss Nigeria?
I do, on and off. I
Yeah.
do miss Nigeria.
Have you been back and forth, or?
Not yet, but I plan to go back.
Good. You going to take me with you?
Sure. if you're going to sing along with us.
I'll
over
sing
there.
with you.
Yeah.
I'll dance too.
Yeah. Yeah.
So who else do we have with us in the studio today?
We have Dan Paul on the board of keys, or keyboard, as we normally call it, and Sean Winters on trumpet. Yeah.
Hi. Well, I'd love it if you can start right out with something.
Sure. I'll be doing one of the songs on my new album. It's called Tosin's Muse, and I know you're familiar with the song, and I'd like you to join us on vocal on that one.
I'd love to.
Cool. So let's kick it rolling.
Nítorí kò sówó, àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ kọ̀ mí lẹ̀ o, nítorí kò sówó, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kàyéfì ni o, kò má yé mi rárá. Ọ̀rọ̀ kẹ́lẹ́kẹ́lẹ́kẹ́lẹ́ tí a jọ rò ń kọ́ o, àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ wọ́n ti fi ṣègbè o, ọ̀rọ̀ àṣírí tí a jọ rò ń kọ́sẹ́, ìyàwó mo ló ti gbèrò fàáyé o, kí ni màá ti ṣe o, ẹ gbà mí o, ẹ jọ̀wọ́ o, I beg you o, ayé. Ìgbà tó wáyá, mo bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní gbàdúrà sí bàbá lókè kó lè gbọ́ mi o. Àwọn ọ̀nà tó dí, wọ́n wá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní là. Oore ọ̀fẹ́ wá yí mi ká o. Àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ ńkọ́ tí wọ́n ti kọ̀ mí sílẹ̀, wọ́n wá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní wá mi kiri o. Ìyàwó ńkọ́ tó ti kọ̀ mí sílẹ̀, ó wá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní wá mi kiri o, nítorí owó wọlé dé o, ọmọ wọlé wá o, ọlá wọlé dé o, ìbùkún pọ̀ rẹpẹtẹ o, ire wọlé dé o, ìfẹ́ wọlé wá bá mi, ìdùnnú wọlé wá o, oore ọ̀fẹ́ pọ̀ rẹpẹtẹ o. Ayé. Abodedida, Arae, Damira, Abode, Abede, Zabuzi.
Beautiful. That's beautiful. Tosin, what are you
Thank you.
singing about?
Well, I was singing about rejection and redemption. That's the whole story. And it's about the life of a man whose wife walked away from him. His friends left him alone because he ran out of money, ran out of wealth. Because, situations of life, things don't, can change sometimes. And then he kept struggling and struggling. And eventually he made all this fortune again. And all the friends and wives that left him behind started looking for him again. Yeah, when he got back on his feet, they all wanted to be part of his life again.
And that's what happens in life.
That's what happens in life. Everybody wants to lick the honey.
It's true.
Mm-hmm.
So you're singing in Yoruba.
Yeah.
And, I've been wondering about that language. How do you say in Yoruba, like, that's cool?
Uwakba.
Uwakba.
Yeah, something like that.
All right. Uwakba.
Uwakba, yeah.
So, how did you learn to play? You're singing and you're playing drums. And I'm assuming that when you were young, back home, you learned from your environment. Did you grow up in a family of musicians? Or?
Yes and no. We all love music. Music is a very universal language. So if there's any family or any household that doesn't like music, I think that'll be very hard. There's something wrong with that family.
You mean in Africa or in general?
In general,
Yeah.
I believe so. Because everybody I've come in contact with, they tell me, oh, yeah, my dad loves music. There's music in the house, blah, blah. Yeah, whether they're musicians or not. So we all can relate to music one way or the other. So music was pretty much part of my growing up. So, and I listened to a lot of music from different parts of Africa and different parts of the world. And so I picked up drumming, the hand drums, the African traditional drums, we call them different names.
Yeah.
So I started with that until later I came across the drum set and I started learning that and incorporated some of my African musical rhythms. Some of the traditional readings, I incorporated them into the drum set. So I was able to function in a very hybrid manner on the drums.
And even now, how would you describe your music? Hybrid?
Hybrid, still, because the way the world has been so far, with European contact, African contact, Western contact, we learn from different sources nowadays.
Right.
People listen to all kinds of music. He listens to music from Congo, from Zimbabwe, he listens to music from Jamaica. So we all have different influences in us. So that impacts the way we approach music these days.
Dan, what is your relationship like to African music?
Well, in short, I'm a huge fan of African music. I've gotten a chance to go to Cameroon once, and I can't wait to go back, another opportunity to go back, hopefully performing music.
Did you perform when you were there the first time, or you were just visiting?
No, I was just visiting in order to listen and to hear the music. But I love playing it. Getting a chance to play with Tosin is great, and other African artists here in DC.
Whose phone is that?
Who knows? Some ghost. Some ghost.
Sorry. So you play with a lot of African musicians here in DC too?
I do, yes.
Yeah. You have a couple groups I know I've seen.
Yeah.
Sounds great.
Yeah.
And Sean, how about you? What's your relationship like to African music? Tosin mentioned Jamaica. What about Africa?
Wow. That's a hard question to answer.
Yeah.
Obviously, it goes deep rhythmically, and it's probably, realistically a part of all music.
Yeah. Do you have who was like the first African artist that you remember hearing? Like for me, it was like King Sunny Ade or Fela.
I think probably Hugh Masekela.
Oh, okay.
Or
Oh, right,
actually
because you play
Alpha
trumpet.
Blondie.
Oh, right.
Yeah, Alpha Blondie.
Yeah.
Was early, but I was actually in Morocco, I think last year, playing at the Tan Jazz Festival, and that was my first trip to Africa. Just like Dan, I really hope I can get back there.
Well, do you have plans, Tosin, to bring these guys back home for a tour?
Yes, I've
That'd be
been
great.
working on that, and I hope that comes up soon.
Great. Can we hear another one?
Sure, and we'll be doing another tune called "I Will Be There for You."
Yeah.
This is an Afrobeat tune,
that you composed.
Yeah, that I composed, arranged for my new album, and it's very strange having a 3-piece band doing Afrobeat, because with Afrobeat you need an orchestra,
Yes.
the horn section, the singers, and the percussions and all these things. But we'll try to make it work with
Okay.
what we have.
We'll try and
Yeah,
make it work. I'll help you out.
That's my belief. Work with what you have.
Yeah, exactly. Here's the
Yeah.
album cover, by the
Yeah.
way, of his new CD that just was released last month, wasn't
Sure.
it?
Yeah.
Yeah, called Life Begins.
Life Begins.
And this track we're going to do is on this album. And this is in English?
Yes.
Great.
Yeah. On, do, try, car. I will be there for you. Woo. I will be there to hold you. Oh yeah, yeah. I will be there for you. I say, I will be there to help you. Oh yeah. Don't run away from me. Now me and you, we go leave. Don't run away from me. Yeah. Now me and you, we go stay. Together we live, the better for us. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Together we live, the richer we go be. Oh, together we live, the better for us. Yeah, yeah. Together we live, the richer we go be. Oh, I say, I'm a lad day for house, Begiri day for house, so Kuli Kuli day for house, Moi Moi day for house, so Ewa day for house, Tuo day for house, so I'm a lad day for house, Begiri day for house, so Kuli Kuli day for house, Tuo day for house, so Moi Moi day for house, Tuo day for house, so I go feed you well, you go chop well, oh. I go feed you well, 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 you go chop well, oh. I will be there for you, I say, you no go lack nothing at all. I will be there for you, you no go lack nothing at all. Hey, don't run away from me. Don't run away from me. Yeah, yeah, stay with me, oh. Don't run away from me. Stay with me, be with me, yeah, yeah. Don't run away from me. We go build our house together forever, yeah, yeah, yeah. Don't run away from me. Don't run away, yeah, yeah, yeah. Don't run away from me.
in harmony.
Yeah.
Nice.
Thank
Afro beat
Yeah.
in a breakdown acoustic sort of form.
Exactly.
I love that.
Thank you.
So you guys are playing tonight, right?
Oh, yes.
At the Tropicalia. And so are you going to have a bigger band for that?
Sure.
Who else is with you?
Well, not too big. Just a bass, additional,
Percussion?
percussion. No, bass, guitar, and another singer.
Wow. Yeah, that'll be nice.
Yeah.
So I had a question. I'm wondering who your biggest influences are. Like, who do you have on your playlist?
Fela is one of my influences.
Not Femi.
No, the original Afrobeat
Yeah, man.
man,
Yeah.
the creator. So I'll give that to Fela Kuti because that's the source that everybody refers to. That's the reference point for a lot of us. So I'll say Fela Kuti,
Tony Allen?
Tony Allen, of course, when it comes to drumming, Manu Dibango of Cameroon.
For singing?
Yeah. For musical arrangements, because he doesn't sing that much. He just
Yeah.
arranges music and he plays the saxophone. So, yeah, I learned a lot from him.
Because you arrange your own stuff.
Yeah.
All these tunes you arrange yourself.
Yep. So,
Who else?
and Bob Marley, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love Bob Marley, Sade.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
All right.
and many others.
Many others. How about you guys?
You know, these days with access to digital music, there's just limitless
It's true.
listening potential. So obviously when it comes to this style, Fela obviously has to be credited. But I mean, in terms of what's on my phone, electronic music, reggae, jazz, obviously.
The whole gamut, huh?
Tosin has a lot of jazz influence.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's almost nothing I don't listen to. So
How about country?
yeah, I love it.
Same with you?
Yeah. As far as African music goes, he's not African, but Paul Simon and what he did with Graceland was really the first. And Johnny Clegg and Savuka, another South
Yeah.
African, not another, but a South African artist, were really the first two guys when I was a kid who I listened to. And I didn't know what it was at the time, but I said, wow, this is really cool. And of course, they're both African
Right.
artists. And of course, Thelonious Monk and
Right.
Bill Evans, all my jazz guys,
Oh, yeah.
So do all of you guys, especially you, Tosin, do you make a living here in Washington just with music, or do you have to supplement that with other stuff?
For now, just with music. I teach, I perform with bands, I, sell my albums and things like that. So
Yeah, is it a hustle or is it pretty easy?
it's a hustle. I won't even deny that.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, so-
for our African listeners out there, a lot of times, younger people, musicians in Africa think it's really easy once you get to the States. Like,
Exactly.
all I got to do is get there and then everything's going to be easy.
Yeah.
But,
So, and you have to really know your craft very well so people can hire you consistently.
right.
Yeah, you have to be professional about your music.
Can't use,
Yeah.
what about time? Can you use African time for gigs here?
Yeah, no. I've been fired at a gig before.
Really?
Because of that. And that was my initial years, like the first, when I started gigging.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was no MapQuest then, so I got lost. So
Tosin, I was wondering if you would play a drum solo for us. Just a quick one.
sure. I'd love to do that.
Great.
Yeah. So let's see what we have.
All right. man, that's beautiful.
Thank you.
Now, will you build something like this solo into one of your pieces tonight, for example?
Yeah.
You can build it right into
Exactly.
like an Afrobeat piece?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because when Tony Allen was in Fela's band, he used to play some drum solos. The music was arranged for him to have a drum solo section.
Yeah. Do you also anticipate a lot of people dancing tonight?
Sure.
Because I will. If I come.
Yeah. There's gonna be some dancing,
Some booty shaking?
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool. What about your T-shirt?
My T-shirt.
Is that Yoruba on there?
Yeah, it's
What
called
does it say?
Ayetoro.
What is it?
It means Ayetoro. Ayetoro means world of tranquility.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Is this like an imaginary world? Because I don't know what world is tranquil around here.
Well, we can always hope for that.
I see.
Yeah. And
right.
this was made by the band that I used to perform with when I was in Nigeria.
Wow.
Yeah, Afro jazz band. It was a fusion of Afrobeat and jazz, mostly instrumental with less vocals in it.
And they're still performing then
They're still
today?
performing, still growing stronger and stronger, still
that's
waxing
great.
strong. So they sent me these. So I'm proud to wear this. I just got these about 3 weeks ago.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's very nice.
They didn't forget their home.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's cool. Speaking of which, do you have anything you want to say to your fans out there?
Well, like I always say, the triple F, friends, fans, and family. I'm glad to have them all in my life and to share music with every one of them. And to all the musicians that I've been very fortunate to work with, great people around me. You have Dan Paul, you have Sean Winters on the trumpet and vocal. And so, continue to follow us. We will not disappoint you. And spread the word and the joy of music.
Yeah. Your drumming is so excellent. It's really exciting.
Thank you.
But I know also, I've seen a video of you on YouTube where you're not drumming at all. You're standing in front in your
Yeah.
white pants and you're dancing and you're singing.
Yeah.
So what's the deal with that?
Well, because sometimes, if the funds permit, or the stage permit, or depending on the setting of the show, I like to be upfront singing, because some of the songs that I write these days, I can't really conveniently play the drums and sing them at the same time.
Yeah, that's hard anyway.
Yeah, so I just try and try. So it's much better to have somebody play the drum while I stand up there and sing the songs easily and conveniently.
I see.
Yeah.
And do you have a good replacement drummer?
Sure, I have some good drummers around. Yeah,
Good.
They can rock it. Dig
Yeah?
it. Yeah.
All right. Well, can you rock it right now? One more tune?
Yeah.
All right,
So we'll
please.
do this one song.
What is this one?
This one is called Oluwalugmo, which means God is wise.
God is Wise.
Yeah.
It's also from your album
It's
Life
from,
Begins?
from the album Life Begins.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is mellow. I'd like you to rap with us on this one.
All right.
Sing some melody, sweet melody.
Okay.
All right. Let's clear our throat and sing. Hon, do, try.
Abobijo, abom, abobijo, sho, abobijo, oh. Ìwọ nìkan kọ́ ló gbọ́n, ìwọ nìkan kọ́ ló mòye, ìwọ nìkan kọ́ ló gbọ́n, sẹ́, ìwọ nìkan kọ́ ló mòye. Báfẹ́fẹ́ bá fẹ́ o, a ó rí fùrọ̀ adìyẹ. Báfẹ́fẹ́ bá fẹ́ o, a ó rí fùrọ̀ adìyẹ ṣẹ́ o. Olúwa nìkan ló gbọ́n o, ó sì ń fún wa lọ́gbọ́n sí i. Olúwa nìkan ló gbọ́n o, ó sì ń fún wa lọ́gbọ́n sí i. Dákun gbọ́ o, dákun gbọ́ o, kọba ọ̀run kó fún wa ṣe o. Dákun gbọ́ o, dákun gbọ́ o, kọba ọ̀run kó fún wa ṣe o. Ìrẹ nìkan kọ́ ló gbọ́n, ìwọ nìkan kọ́ ló mòye, ìwọ nìkan kọ́ ló gbọ́n sẹ́ o, ìwọ nìkan kọ́ ló mòye. Báfẹ́fẹ́ bá fẹ́ o, a ó rí fùrọ̀ adìyẹ ṣẹ́ o. Báfẹ́fẹ́ bá fẹ́ o, a ó rí fùrọ̀ adìyẹ yẹ́yẹ́ olúwa nìkan ló gbọ́n ó sẹ́ ó sì ń fún mi lọ́gbọ́n sí i yẹ́ olúwa nìkan ló gbọ́n ó yẹ́ ó sì ń fún wa lọ́gbọ́n sí i yẹ́ o dákun gbọ́ o dákun gbọ́ o kọba ọ̀run kó fún mi ṣe yẹ́yẹ́yẹ́ dákun gbọ́ o dákun gbọ́ o kọba ọ̀run kó fún wa ṣe dákun gbọ́ o dákun gbọ́ o kọba ọ̀run kó fún wa ṣe o dákun gbọ́ o dákun gbọ́ o. Dákun gbọ́ kọba ọ̀run kó fún wa ṣe o dákun gbọ́ sẹ́ kọba kó fún wa ṣe dákun gbọ́ kọba ọ̀run kó fún wa ṣe dákun gbọ́ kó fún mi ṣe dákun gbọ́ kọba ọ̀run kó fún wa ṣe. Dákun gbọ́ ọba ọ̀run kó fún wa ṣe o wéwé yé bàbá yé bàbá yé bàbá yé bàbá yé bàbá yé bàbá.
I loved my part.
Yeah.
What does that mean? What am I singing anyway?
Dákun gbọ́ means
Yeah.
please listen to me, my friend. Please listen to me.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, Sean Winters, Dan Paul, Tosin,
Yeah.
thanks so much for being here today.
You're welcome.
It's really beautiful.
Thank you.